The only solution is unity. The only solution right now, leaders listen, the leaders of Africa, is unity. Africans listen. Forget about this individualism, tribalism, religionism. Forget about that. Oh, this is my enemy, this is my enemy. Somalia say Ethiopia is my enemy. Ethiopia say Somalia is my enemy. Rwanda say Congo is my enemy. Congo say Rwanda is my enemy. Forget about calling each other enemies. Yeah, they ain't your enemies. They're your brothers. And we must realize that sometimes you might have a brother who is your enemy. You know that in a family, man. Not all the time, we get along. We don't get along in a family, but it's still a family. Your brother might be your enemy, but it's still your brother. It's your blood. We're brothers, man. We're brothers. Let's figure this thing out together. We don't have to speak smiling at each other. No, things can get messy. We can crash at one another sometimes. We can argue. We can slap each other sometimes. But we are brothers. We are family. That should not be the reason for us to separate. That should not be the reason for us to stay far away from each other. That should not be the reason for us to side with USA, we talk with friends, and turn our back on our neighbors and brothers. Because we're just feeling like right now I don't really like you. No, we are family, we are brothers. Whether you like it or not, we brothers. We share the same blood, we share the same continent. We're stick together here for good. And don't tell me that you're not an African. Get out of this continent. Take your country out of the continent for you to be non-African. As long as you're in these borders of Africa, you are an African, and we are stuck in here together. We must figure out the way how to survive together. If you're not gonna figure out the way, we're gonna kill each other, every single one of us, and we're not gonna have a future generation in Africa. If you put two enemies in the single room, and these two enemies, they are not willing to settle things down, I'm telling you, they're gonna fight each other, and at the end of the day, all of them, they're going to die because they're gonna kill each other. But they need to come together. These enemies, they need to figure out things together. Okay, guys, all right. Do you want to die? No. Do you want to die? I don't want to die. Okay, let's hold our hands together. Let's not fight today. We don't want to die today. Okay, let's walk away. You walk away. As friends, you get out. That's how you resolve situations sometimes. Not, you need this, you have done this, you have done this. No, complaining. I said this, leaders, you can't be complaining, can't be pointing fingers at other people. Those are the jobs of the citizen of the country, but not the leaders. Leaders come with the solution. It doesn't matter how much you hate each other, sit down. We're gonna lock you two in the room. That's how my mama used to do. If I was fighting with my brother, she would lock us, and you gotta resolve it. God does not want you guys to fight. Resolve it. That's what we have to do with our leaders sometimes. Lock them inside the rooms, and they need to figure the things out together. You don't like each other, you like each other. It doesn't matter. You don't have to like each other. But your brothers, we are Africans. We must resolve it, because we must protect this continent from recolonized again, and we must protect it from international intervention. Let's not welcome them. Get that, guys. We are not enemies. Even if we are enemies, we are still family. You understand that? Even if we are enemies, we are still family, and we must figure out the way how we can work things out together.